Most Mother's Day gifts are flowers, chocolates, or brunch reservations. But what if that's not what moms actually want? Although I will say that chocolate, I feel like, is probably always appreciated.
Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
But that shouldn't be the main gift. As a mom with acts of service and quality time as my love language, I don't necessarily want more things. I want less things off my plate. Let me show you, or at least tell you, what would actually feel like a gift. As a mom, I get extremely overwhelmed with clutter, and so I don't want more stuff. Yes, the sentiment of flowers and chocolate is nice, but it's not exactly that meaningful when you think about the kind of effort it goes into buying flowers and chocolate versus possibly cleaning the house or something along those terms. What moms really want is mental load reduced, physical labor removed, and time to actually rest or enjoy family. The best gift is not adding something to her day, it's removing everything she normally does. Like I said, I am someone who rather have acts of service rather than physical gifts, because physical gifts to me is actually not a gift, because a physical gift to me just feels like clutter.
Unless it's actual physical gifts that I've been asking for.
And did you know clutter in a home can actually raise cortisol in a woman? So I'm going to tell you some examples that I would love as acts of service for myself. Something that I have asked for this year is home and yard help. Since it's May, it's the perfect time to make sure that my garden is ready to go. So I've asked for help with planting the garden beds, making sure it's weeded out, and we have extra soil to put inside, which is a little hard for me to be doing right now, especially being 27 weeks pregnant. I'd also really appreciate it if my husband gave me a gift card to a nursery, or if he would just pick out the plants I needed from the store, which is probably less likely. But as long as I get my plants and have help planting them, I would be super happy. Something else that my husband has said that he will do for Mother's Day is framing in our kitchen pantry that I've been asking for a few months. It's one project after another, but the pantry is probably my number one project that I've been wanting for a very long time. Something I would also love over Mother's Day weekend is full responsibility removal, just to take a real relaxing break. I would love if my house was clean for Mother's Day, including the laundry, vacuuming, the kitchen staying clean all day. I also would really appreciate if all the meals were planned and cooked for the weekend. And I know this seems like I'm asking a lot, but we do it every single day. So one weekend out of the year doesn't seem like too much. Nothing says I love you like me not touching a single chore for 48 hours. Another love language of mine personally is quality time. This might mean having a slow morning with kids and my husband. Typically, my husband will actually make breakfast on the weekends, and that helps me a lot because I'm able to sleep in and not have to worry about getting everyone up and ready and feeding everybody. That is probably the number one thing I look not forward to every single day, just because it's kind of hard to wrangle. I almost said strangle. Another idea would be a nice picnic or a walk, but you have to make sure that she is not planning anything. I also actually enjoy just sitting down with my husband and not having to plan or manage something around the house. Quality time doesn't mean being surrounded by people. It means not being responsible for anything while you're with them. And honestly, quality time on Mother's Day weekend might not mean spending time with your family. It could mean quality time alone. Because as a mom, alone time or solo time or self-care time, me time, that is extremely rare. Let's talk about true rest gifts that moms actually want. I've actually seen a lot of examples on social media of moms getting a solo night to themselves to reset at a hotel. The childcare is already arranged. Examples of that hotel night alone, I've seen where they took a lot of their crafting supplies and they crafted that night, or they just watched a movie and had takeout. They had a personal self-care night to themselves and a peaceful sleep with no children in their bed or snoring husbands, just time to themselves to rest and recover. Another example may be a spa day or massage, but make sure that she's not scheduling out childcare. it should be fully scheduled by their partner to make it feel really special. These gifts should come with zero guilt and zero coordination required. Let's also talk about self-care basics. A pedicure or manicure appointment scheduled in advance. No planning required by mom, and I will be saying this a lot. If she has to organize the childcare for her relaxing gift, it's not really a gift. I may be talking more out of my own experience, but there are a few things that moms don't want to do this weekend. Moms often don't want to host or clean before and after family gatherings and managing extended family schedules. Many just want to stay home with their own kids, their own family, with no pressure to perform or entertain. Mother's Day shouldn't be another day where she manages everyone else's comforts. The best Mother's Day gift is a day where she doesn't have to think or plan or clean or cook or coordinate anything, and instead just gets to exist and relax and be loved on in simple, meaningful ways. I feel like if we really understood that, Mother's Day would look a lot different. For you moms out there, what is your idea of a really awesome Mother's Day gift? And is your love language the same as mine, or would you rather have a physical gift? Make sure you send this to your family and your husband or partners so that they know what you actually want for Mother's Day.